Alright, today I'm going to show you a couple of methods on cleaning sunfish or panfish. These are a few small sunnies here, and I just keep them in water. I'm going to show you a method or a method that I learned that works for me. What you're going to need is, I have here a fillet knife, and I've got a paring knife or a small blade here, and then a spoon. First thing you're going to do is you're going to, with this type of fish that have scales, I want to scale the fish first, and I like to scale them underneath water. So I like to run some water, and that keeps the scales from flying all over the place. Plus, you can have a trap, and my sink here's got a trap at the bottom. I can catch the scales and discard in the trap, and then discard the scales when I'm all done. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to take my spoon and I'm going to start scaling these. Okay, so what you do is before you start cleaning or gutting anything, I just go ahead and I start. And what I want to do is I want to take the spoon and I want to go against the grain of the scales, okay? And I want to go around in this area here, all the way up the side, underneath. Okay. First things first, I'm doing this barehanded. The way that sunfish and most fish protect themselves is they have these sharp dorsal fins right here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but these are very sharp. These will fin you, and they hurt and they itch. And so you have to kind of handle these. These have passed; they're not alive, so I don't have to worry about them squirming. But if they do squirm, I tend to hold them quite firmly, with a firm but not too. And I'm not trying to crush them. Usually holding the gills shut, that kind of calms them down, or keeps them from squirming too much. Also on these lower fins here, they also have a sharp horn or fin bone here. This is very sharp and it'll get you too. So when you're handling these, just make sure that the fin is down so you don't get finned. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this underwater. And what I like to do is I just hold this down and then just run the spoon. I'm going to hold it like this. And I'll run the spoon upwards like that. Okay? Okay, see that? And you probably see the scales start to collect. I want to catch the bottom of the tail. I want to catch the top of the tail here. I want to go along the dorsal fin with the top of the spoon, like this, all the way to the front. And then just rinse the water through. And go all the way to the gill, like that. And then catch underneath the throat here. And then right by the vent, I just kind of scoop like this with my spoon. Alright, and then flip it over. Pretty much this side has no scales on it, and you can run your hand along it to feel if there's any scales left. If there are, then you just take your spoon and just run it against there. So really you just have a spoon. There's all these kind of gadgets and stuff that I see in the tackle stores and stuff. I've never bought them. I've always been taught, and I've always used a spoon. Okay, so then I go ahead and I'm going to flip the fish over and do the same thing. Starting from the tail, and I catch this up, and this way. So again, I don't like this. If you do this without in the air open like this, then what can happen is you end up getting scales all over your kitchen and on you. So if you don't want scales all over the place, I suggest you do this under running water or do it in a sink full of water. And then just collect the scales when you're done and discard them immediately outside afterwards when you're done. The offal, meaning the guts of the fish when we're done here, and the scales and everything that you're not going to keep or eat, you must get rid of right away. Otherwise, it smells and it goes putrid really bad. It just takes a day, and your whole kitchen will smell like fish. Whole house will. So get rid of it right away. Okay, so this one's pretty much done. Okay, so this has been completely descaled real quick, doesn't take that long, and this is what a descaled fish looks like. Okay, or sunfish. Okay, so I'll just put this one over here.